American folklore and urban legend is rich with tales of mysterious creatures, known as cryptids, that haunt the edges of our imaginations. Among these elusive beings, werewolves stand out as a central figure, blending ancient European legends with New World myths. Across the United States, stories of wolf-like shape-shifting creatures have been passed down through generations, each region putting its own unique spin on the werewolf myth. From the bayou-bound Rougarou in Louisiana, to the terrifying Michigan Dogman, and the ominous Beast of Bray Road in Wisconsin, these werewolf-like creatures are said to lurk in the shadows. So here are 5 werewolf creatures of the United States. The first one is the Rugaru from Louisiana. Louisiana's interstates and back roads has a lot more than scenic views. It also has a terrifying myth. Here you'll come across historic remnants, from haunted buildings to abandoned theme parks, all set against the misty backdrop of swamplands. Deep in these fog-covered areas, you might even encounter the legendary Rougarou, a werewolf-like creature from Cajun folklore. The legend traces back to medieval France, brought to Louisiana by French settlers. The Rugaru is said to roam the swamps around Acadiana and New Orleans, often described as a human with the head of a wolf or dog, which of course fits the description of a werewolf. Traditionally, the myth has been used to scare children into obedience or warn Catholics to follow Lent, as one version claims the creature hunts and kills only those who break these rules. So according to legend, a person cursed to become a Rougarou stays that way for 101 days, roaming the countryside in the form of a large human with fur and a wolf's head. This can only be cured by transferring the curse, which is drawing another's blood, meaning biting and sucking their blood. In the latter stories, only a witch can make or become a Rougarou, either by turning into a wolf herself or by cursing others with lycanthropy. The second one is the Beast of Bray Road from Wisconsin. The Beast of Bray Road is one of Wisconsin's most infamous cryptids, a creature that has captured imaginations for decades. Sightings of this mysterious beast date back to the 1930s, but it truly gained attention in the 1980s and the 90s, when reports started flooding in from people around Elkhorn, Wisconsin. This small town, nestled in the countryside, became the focal point of sightings that described a large wolf-like creature walking on its hind legs along Bray Road. Described as standing around 6 to 7 feet tall, with a muscular, fur-covered body and the head of a wolf or dog, the Beast of Bray Road has earned a reputation as a modern-day werewolf. Witnesses have reported seeing it both on 2 legs, like a humanoid, and on all 4s, like a wolf. Glowing eyes, sharp fangs, and claws complete the terrifying picture. While some believe it's just an oversized wolf or even a bear, others swear it's something far more supernatural. Despite these frightening encounters, there are no confirmed cases of the Beast of Bray Road actually harming anyone. But that hasn't stopped locals and cryptid hunters from speculating on what it could be. Some think it's a cryptid like Bigfoot, perhaps an undiscovered species or a remnant of a prehistoric creature. In the end, whether it's a cryptid, a supernatural creature, or simply a case of mistaken identity, the Beast of Bray Road remains one of Wisconsin's creepiest and most enduring legends. The third one on the list is the Dogman from Michigan. The Michigan Dogman is a legendary creature, first reportedly sighted in 1887 by 2 lumberjacks in Wexford County, Michigan. Described as a 7-foot-tall bipedal canine with a man's torso and either blue or amber eyes, the Dogman is said to have a terrifying howl, resembling a human scream. According to local folklore, it reappears in 10-year cycles, particularly in years ending in 7, with sightings primarily concentrated in the northwestern part of Michigan's Lower Peninsula. One of the more chilling reports came from 1937 in Paris, Michigan, where Robert Fortney claimed he was attacked by a group of wild dogs, one of which walked on two legs. Similar sightings occurred in Allegan County in the 1950s and around Manistee and Cross Village in the 1960s. Some believe the Dogman has been stalking the area since the time of the Odawa tribes, with more modern comparisons linking it to Wisconsin's Beast of Bray Road. Interestingly, believers claim that a simple clap is enough to scare the creature away, though it remained relatively unknown to the modern world until the late 20th century. The legend of the Michigan Dogman continues to captivate those interested in cryptids and local folklore. The next one is the Skinwalker from Navajo. In Navajo culture, a skinwalker is an evil witch with the ability to transform into, possess, or disguise themselves as an animal. And this witch often uses these powers for malevolent purposes. The term means, by means of it, it goes on all fours, highlighting their shape-shifting abilities, similar to werewolf legends. Unlike healers who practice beneficial magic, skinwalkers perform dark ceremonies and are seen as corrupt figures. They can take the form of various animals, often associated with death or trickery, such as coyotes or even wolves, which kind of links them to being a form of lycanthrope, with a curse origin story rather than an infection kind. Skinwalker stories, which are rarely discussed with outsiders due to cultural taboos, often depict them as powerful sorcerers, feared for their evil abilities to transform into animals and wreak havoc within the community. And lastly, the Ozark Howler from Missouri. The Ozark Black Howler is a legendary creature that's been part of local lore for generations. People in the remote areas of the Ozark Mountains in Missouri, Arkansas, and even as far west as Oklahoma and south into Texas, have reported hearing eerie sounds and seeing something that defies explanation. Descriptions of the howler usually paint it as being about the size of a bear, with a stocky build, thick black or dark fur, and even horns on its head. Its howl is said to be a creepy mix of a wolf's howl and an elk's bugle, with some describing it as deep and guttural, while others say it's more high-pitched and even half-human, like the screams of a woman. While some skeptics argue it could just be an eastern cougar, black bear, or a large wild dog, many Ozark families have passed down stories of their ancestors hearing or even seeing this mysterious creature long before it started being officially recorded in the 1950s. Though the Ozark Howler might not perfectly fit the werewolf mold, it shares some lycanthropic traits, like its fur-covered body, canine-like snout, and of course its unforgettable howl. And with that, we've come to the end. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for new videos. See you in the next one. Take care.